What, since January 20th,
Mm-hmm.
has Donald Trump made your life worse? Now, be specific, not hurt your feelings,
The
because
tariffs raise prices.
I'm sure a lot of feelings have been hurt.
The tariffs raise prices.
Okay, the tariffs raise prices on
Yep.
what?
Barry, how's it going?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you don't have a familiar sounding voice. That's good. How's it going?
Wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
It's been a great day.
It's been an okay day,
Well, it's all perspective, I guess.
I suppose. Do you disagree
Some
with
people
the
great,
with the
some
prompt?
people not so great, but everybody great.
Sure. Do you disagree with the prompt?
Say that again. You're kind of low.
Do you disagree with the prompt?
Trump hates the Constitution?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think he hates the Constitution.
Okay. Do you want to hear the case?
Sure. Let's hear it.
Okay, sure. So, upon his reelection, I think Donald Trump has done a lot of actions that are repugnant to the Constitution. I think that he has been showing interest in undermining the judicial authority to rule things that are repugnant to the Constitution as unconstitutional. I think that he signaled against certain constitutional principles, and I think that in 2022, he literally said that he would be willing to terminate the Constitution in order to declare the rightful winner of the 2020 election. So that's my case, that I think Donald Trump does not like the Constitution.
No, he hates the Constitution.
Yeah.
Without the Constitution, though, he wouldn't be president.
That's correct.
The Constitution gives him power. So I don't think he hates the Constitution. He might disagree with some components, which is okay to do.
Well, I think he disagrees with the
Which
with
is
the,
okay
with,
to
I think
do.
he disagrees with the components that limit his power.
Or maybe he doesn't.
Well, I mean, if he he is an advocate of the First Amendment, for example, it'd be weird for him to advocate that MSNBC and CNN are illegal for reporting negatively against him. I think that's a weird way to show your love for the First Amendment. I think it's a weird way to show your love for the 14th Amendment by advocating that people who are born here and subject to the jurisdiction somehow are not, because their parents are legal immigrants. I think it's a weird way to show love for, Article 1 by removing Congress's power of the purse.
Okay. The argument, I think you know it, but I think you're, being a little, intellectually, I guess they'd call it dishonest.
Okay.
The MSNBC, CNN, whatever that argument is, he never said to ban them and not let them. He just said to yank their news credentials.
No, incorrect.
No, let me finish.
It's not what.
Let
Well,
you
it's just
finish.
not what he said.
I actually said they shouldn't be considered news organizations. Same with CBS, and I agree with them. As
That's not what he said.
They are mostly biased, and they really don't report the news per se.
He said that MSNBC and CNN were working as arms of the Democratic Party, and that is illegal.
Well, yes, as news organizations. If you read the whole quote and you read the whole story, as news organizations.
No,
they can be entertainment. They can be news entertainment, and be fine with what they're doing. But as
let me
classified as news organizations, they cannot pump propaganda per se, and that is illegal. So he's not wrong.
Here's the quote.
Just can't let it happen. You have such a higher calling. And I believe that CNN and MSDNC, who literally write 97.6% bad about me, are political arms of the Democrat Party. And in my opinion, they're really corrupt and they're illegal, what they do.
Okay. So that's not talking about...
you didn't hear the rest of it.
Stop. All right, we can play the rest.
It's illegal. It makes no difference how big a victory I had. I can have the biggest victory in history. It makes no difference what kind of a failure the other side has. These people are going to go after me. And I said it during the big speech on Tuesday night. I said about Democrats, and I don't like that. I have great respect, by the way, for what Schumer did today. He went out and he said that.
Yeah, what great context. Okay, so what?
No, you have to keep. He didn't.
Do you want
finish.
me to play? Do you want me to play the whole fucking hour-long speech?
Well, at the end, that's what he's talking about.
I
mean,
I've watched
I
this whole speech.
understand
He's
you
not
guys like
talking
to
about
nitpick.
removing. No,
I know
I'm
y'all
not
like to
nitpicking.
just
You're saying that he's
do-
saying something that he's not saying. He's not talking about removing licenses. He's
Yes,
saying
he
that
is.
he's saying that they're corrupt and illegal.
They are corrupt and illegal as posing as news or outlets when they're pumping propaganda. That is illegal.
That's not where does it say how is that illegal?
It's
Where
an
is that illegal?
FCC violation. Everyone
How?
knows that.
How is it an FCC violation? What regulation are they breaking?
FCC,
Yeah, what regulation are they breaking?
Federal Communications.
Yeah, I know what the FCC is. What
Oh,
regulation
ew.
is he breaking?
Well, I don't have the book with me.
Okay, he's not. It's by the way, it's
But
not.
if I
it's
do
not
have the book,
illegal.
what do I
it's
get?
it's not illegal to be
Yes, it
biased.
is.
That's not illegal.
Yes, it is as a news organization.
You're just wrong, and you haven't cited.
Oh,
me
okay.
anything. Yeah.
I can hear the your voice kind of breaking. I think you know what I'm talking about is right.
No, there's nothing. You haven't cited me anything. It's not right.
But you
he's
know what
literally
I'm saying is right.
How is it right?
That you cannot be considered a news organization and be as biased as those
Okay, where does
two.
it say that?
It's in the FCC.
Okay, at the FCC is a fucking department. Tell me what the FCC has said.
Okay, so is that what we're going to play? You have to quote everything?
You have to cite me a law if you're claiming that they're breaking the law.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I forget that law then.
Okay, so it's not illegal because the First Amendment gives
No, because I can't quote it.
No, because the First Amendment gives the people the right to free press.
Oh, where does it say that?
Have you not read the First Amendment?
Where does it say that?
The First Amendment of the Constitution.
Okay, read it.
Okay, let's read it. The First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people to peacefully assemble and to petition the government for readiness of or redress of grievances. So it explicitly outlines no law abridging the freedom of press. How would a law requiring
It
that the
doesn't say
press...
you can give it to them.
I'm sorry?
What was your question?
How would we make a regulation saying that the press can't post negative stories about the president when there's no law to abridge the freedom of the press?
No, you have to declare yourself an entertainment organization.
Okay, you can keep saying that. You haven't cited me anything.
Okay.
Okay. So you have absolutely nothing to offer, and this is pretty clearly a violation of the First Amendment. It's not illegal
No,
to
it's
post.
not.
It's not illegal to post negative stories about the president.
No, it's not. I didn't say it was.
Why is Donald Trump saying it is?
He didn't.
He did.
If you listen to the rest of the
I just
speech,
played you
understand it.
exactly the quote where he said that
You didn't read the whole. You didn't listen to the whole thing.
MSNBC,
And that is a common thing with you guys. Y'all
MSNBC.
nitpick little
Stop!
blurbs.
Stop! He said explicitly.
You just say
explicitly. Yeah,
what
keep
you wanna
filibustering,
hear.
buddy. 23 more hours, you can beat Booker. Okay.
Who?
I said 23 more hours and you can beat Booker, buddy.
Who's Booker, buddy?
I don't know if you pay attention to American politics. That's okay.
No, I do pay attention. You mean Team U, Obama, your hero? Is he your hero?
Are you okay?
Do you think he's a good guy?
Are
Do you think
okay?
he did something?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Are you?
I don't think you are.
Your voice is a little cracky.
Yeah. You
Are-
sure?
are-
You sure?
Is this too emotional for you? I understand how you guys are.
I don't really love it when
Y'all have a lot of safe space issues.
Yeah, I don't love it when this
I
country was
don't love
founded.
it.
Yeah, this country was founded against tyranny, and you guys are trying to anoint the king.
Tyranny?
Yes,
Who's
tyranny.
tyranny?
Donald Trump said, "Long live
Okay,
the
I have
king."
one question for you.
He was quoting Napoleon, dog. This is
Okay,
obviously
can I
tyrannical.
ask you a question?
Yeah.
What, since January 20th,
Mhm.
has Donald Trump made your life worse? Now, be specific. Not hurt your feelings, because
The tariffs raised prices.
I'm sure a lot of feelings have been hurt.
The tariffs raised prices.
Okay, the tariffs raised prices on what?
If he's doing a
On
10%.
what?
If
Be
he's
specific.
If he's doing a 10% tariff on all
On
imports,
what?
if he's doing a 10%,
What have you bought
you're
that's
not
10% more?
okay. Notice that if you ask me a question and you don't let me finish, it's going to sound like I'm not giving an answer to the question. You need to let me finish my answer, okay, buddy? If he's doing a 10% import tax,
I
then
know what he's
obviously
doing.
whatever is being imported is going to cost more.
Just be specific, man.
What do you want me to point to? The price of eggs? Like
Yes.
I don't have a particular thing to point
Because
to.
nothing's
This
happened
is just
to
A
you.
follows B.
Not one thing bad has happened to you. Not one price has gone up because of Donald Trump. And you know it.
You're wrong.
You're just-
you're just wrong.
What has? What have you bought in the last 90 days that has gone up because of
Gas
Donald
prices
Trump?
went up, buddy.
Gas prices? No, gas prices are
Yeah.
down.
Gas prices went up, buddy.
No, they're down.
They went up. They went up where I live.
Where do you live?
I'm not going to answer that.
That's what I thought. Because look, I understand you guys. It's like lying is
You've
just
provided
talking.
absolutely nothing, by the way.
You have absolutely provided nothing. You said the Orange Man bad made my life bad.
I
And
played
you
you
said
the
the
clip.
prices went
I
up,
played you
and
the
you haven't
clip
given
of
one example.
I played you the
The
clip of
eggs
him
have not
saying
gone up.
exactly. By the way, this
The shoes have not gone
By
up.
the way, this
I don't know what
debate,
you
this stream is not about
probably
how is Donald Trump
buy-
affecting my
let me
my
guess.
personal life. It's about
bet
him
you
hating the
buy a lot of
Constitution.
gaming
You've basically
things.
conceded this. You've basically.
I bet you
conceded
buy a lot of coffee. I bet you buy a lot of maybe tissues. But none of that has gone up because of Donald Trump.
Is it fulfilling to just come in here and act like a dumb fuck whenever I'm like bringing up specific things? Does
You
that like
can't
does
answer
that
the
does that feel
question.
good for you?
You look bad.
Yeah,
when
you
can't
walked off
answer
of
the
you
question.
walked off of the topic of the stream, buddy.
It's
why
a
are we
pretty
talking? Why are we
easy
talking?
question.
I answered the question. If you put a 10% income, if you put a 10%
Oh,
import
you
tax on
haven't done
things,
that
prices
yet,
are going to
though. That
raise.
happened today.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh no!
Yeah, that happened today.
That happened today.
Yeah, keep moving the goalpost, bud.
Did you buy something today?
Yeah,
What'd you buy?
I bought a lot of things.
Like what?
Is this going to somehow tell me how Donald Trump doesn't hate the Constitution?
I bought
or-
a bottle of tequila today, and it was the same price it was yesterday.
Can you follow the prompts? But I mean, like, keep walking back the goalpost.
I mean,
you said how
like to
you said
answer-
how
ask
is it?
questions. It's called a discussion. When
No, it's
two
not
people
called a
talk,
discussion. It's called
a discussion.
it's called pivoting.
DI
it's
means
called
diverse.
It's
means
called
divided by means two. That's the Latin phrase. And
it's-
I understand
it's called
that you don't want to
diversion.
answer.
It's called diversion. You came into a stream
don't
about the
wanna
Constitution and you asked me a question about how he's affecting my life.
Yes.
I answered, and then you said, "Oh, I don't like that answer because you won't dox yourself."
No,
okay,
you
this is
haven't
this is the
answered.
stupidest fucking thing in the
I
world.
said be specific.
Bye, buddy.
Did you buy tennis?
I said gas, and then you walked off because I wouldn't dox myself. You're just an idiot. I don't know what to tell you.